The economic outlook for Latin America is one of slow growth, with a projected GDP of 2.2% for 2025 and a very similar number for 2026. We know that this is coming out of this post-pandemic period, but what accounts for these slow numbers, these low numbers?
Yes, thank you very much for the question, because it's a very important one. We have been saying, as part of the fundamental diagnosis of Latin America and the Caribbean, that since around 2014, the whole region on average, but it depends, there are differences between countries, is in what we call a low capacity to grow trap. And the figure on average for the decade, for the 10 years, from 2014 to 2023, is an average growth rate of 0.9%. This is very worrying because it's very low. It is even less than half the 2% at which the region grew in the famous lost decade of the 80s. So this is why we're saying, we just finished a second lost decade, and the big question is, what countries have to do to avoid a third lost decade. So, going back to the number you mentioned, yes, this is our estimate for this year, 2.2. Well, it's better than 1%, but 2.2 is not an extraordinary rate of growth. It's a problem, and it's an average. It means that many countries are below that. This has social implications. It is very clear that since 2014, the rate of poverty reduction, that we had a good record of poverty reduction since the 90s, went flat. So we basically stopped reducing poverty. There are differences year by year, but it became flat. Also, in terms of informality, very high informality, and we had, in that second lost decade, the lowest rate of employment creation in 6 decades. So this is the background. This is not just a matter of the year 25 or 26. It's that we have more than 10 years of very mediocre growth. And the problem is that behind this low rate of growth is a low rate of productive transformation. If we had very rapid and healthy productive transformation on renewables, on medical devices, on finance, on all the different sectors, then the rate of growth will be higher. So this is the situation. We've been repeating it, and also we have a proposal, the discussion about how to do what we call a new generation of productive development policies to dynamize growth.